Hey everybody, welcome to my daily chat today, and this time I'm trying a new time. I'm trying 5 o'clock p.m. in the evening. I tried the morning, I tried the lunchtime, now I'm trying the evening to see what kind of audience I can get. And of course, this video will be uploaded onto YouTube as well, so you can look at it there. But let's talk about, I want to talk about something that's really important. And again, it goes back to connection and relationships as well as business and life. It's the power of and the challenges of acceptance. I think a lot of us struggle to accept the challenges that we have in our lives. And I know that it's very difficult to embrace that. I can best use my personal example of my health problems. You know, like for the most part, today I had a good business day. A lot of good things happened. You know, deposit check, made some money. It's good. I felt good. I had a great evening last night talking to my students about leadership and my purpose and my why and how fired I am to help people with their businesses, their careers, and their connection and networking. At the same time, we also have stuff that's going on that's bothering us, and I'll be very frank. You know, I've been having trouble with my food intake, my food eating, and I've been eating terribly. I mean, Halloween certainly didn't help, but just generally speaking, eating terribly, and so trying to get to create a lifestyle where I'm eating healthier and eating better is a challenge. Now, why I want to talk about that is because we all have stuff we're dealing with. Some of us deal with health problems, so food intake or fitness. Some of us deal with mental health problems. Some of us deal with family problems or relationship problems. We all have problems, drama, issues we're going through. And I think it's important for us to be able to talk about those things. And that's why, I'm here. If you have things you're struggling with, share below, comment below, let me know what you're dealing with. I want to try and help you, but because the truth is, it's hard for us to accept and embrace and talk about these things. Why? Because we feel afraid to share vulnerability. We feel afraid to show weakness, that to show that we failed at something, to show that we struggle. But the truth is, every single person struggles. It doesn't matter who you are. If you're like the biggest rock star or fitness person or politician or leader or what sports hero, we all struggle with stuff. We all struggle. We all have issues. We all have challenges. We all have things that we deal with on a day-to-day basis, on a yearly basis. And so it's important to, if you understand that, then it might make it easier for you to start being willing to embrace your struggles and talk about those things. And again, if you're liking what you're hearing, comment below, like, heart, share this with people, because I really want to get as many people part of the conversation. One of the things I'm planning on doing is planning my own Facebook group about connection and talking about real deep personal stuff that can help us grow and learn together as people, whether it's personal or professional. So, one aspect is embracing it. Yes, and again, I'm glad you shared that, Joey. It's hard. I mean, we have, you have the kidney stones. I have my diabetes and my food addiction. It's challenging, and oftentimes, I'll tell you, at lunchtime today when I overate, I felt useless. Then I went to work out, and I felt a little bit better, but then I also felt a little bit useless because I was sluggish and I wasn't as into it. So, meanwhile, I went to the bank and I felt good about the bank and the money I made. It was just it's like this roller coaster of emotions that we have, and so that's why I want to talk about these things. And so, but the other thing that I've noticed, and this is for people I've talked to people about really personal issues. I've talked to people about their relationship problems, and they struggle with relationships. They're whether it's a partner, also people struggle with their families and dealing with families and pressure and things like that. People struggle in their career. People who struggle with their health and their fitness. People who struggle with every area. And what I can tell you is that the ones who struggle more are the ones who are having trouble accepting it and talking about it. As soon as you can start talking about it openly with even a few people, or even like 2 or 3 people, or a larger number of people, like even if you post on Facebook or post on social media about something you're struggling with, you're actually more likely to build a better mindset. You're more likely to be accountable. So like I have people in my network who don't want to talk about their challenges with their health. Because they're shy or they're embarrassed, And the thing is, if you share the fact that you feel bad about your body, you feel bad about your health, you feel bad about whatever it is, the people that care will step up and be there to support you. They'll send you texts, they'll send you comments, and you'll find that actually quite motivating. But you have to be willing to embrace and accept that and be willing to talk about it. Because if you can't talk with anybody and you're struggling to get through it on your own, it's far, far harder. I'm not saying you can't do it, but it's far, far harder. The more you talk about it, the more it leads to more acceptance, which leads to more discussions, which leads to more engagement back and forth, which leads to more mindset building, which leads to more accountability. So I encourage you to, whatever it is you're struggling with, by all means, comment below and share with me what you're struggling with, or send me a private message, or talk to your close friends. But just reach out. You just have to. But you have to be willing to put it out there and just say it and talk about it and engage people, because people will every time. And I'll tell you, yeah, I'm a nurturer too. I nurture Joey, and I get that. It's hard for me to accept help, but the thing is, you have to put yourself in the opposite shoes. If they did that to you, if someone reached out to you and said, "I'm struggling with this," would you help them? Of course you would. Of course you would. So therefore, we know what we'd want to do. So therefore, why are we the worst patients for ourselves? We need to be willing to get out there and share what's going on. And so this video is really meant for a lot. I've had hundreds and hundreds of conversations over the last 5-10 years with people who are struggling with it. And there's a bunch of you, and you know who you are, that you're not willing to talk about it openly. And I'm telling you, it is definitely holding you back. If you really want to solve your challenges with your family, your relationship, your weight, your health, your fitness, or whatever it is you're struggling with, you need to talk about it. Exactly, you would help, Joey. Exactly, you would help. People will help. So you need to get out there and actually talk about it. Now, if you don't want to share with the entire world, then share with 4 or 5 people. But even that makes a huge difference. I would recommend sharing something. Go to Facebook and change the setting to just friends, not public. This is a public post that I do, but just put friends and then post something. 2.5 years ago, I posted about my food addiction and my binge eating and the stuff that I was struggling with, and I can't even tell you how many people reached out to help. And again, and even though it's been 2.5 years, and I still feel guilty talking about it, I still feel guilty about posting about, oh, I overate again, oh, I feel sluggish, oh, I didn't do anything. I still feel guilty. But it's normal. But it's good to know that I have people I can talk to, that there is an audience out there. There are people that want to support. So it's so important for you to do that. So I encourage you to just try. And if you can't try with the public post, then try with a friend's post. And if you can't try the friend's post, then try with a post where you just target or tag 10 people that you trust and you care and you love, because it's really going to make a big difference. And the more you talk about it, I'm telling you, it's going to be way better for you to deal with it. Because, and sometimes I resist talking about it too. So that's why I'm here now. I want to talk about it, because I have had a bad 3-4 weeks of eating, and I want to get better, and I want to talk about it, and I'm trying to, build a mindset and get accountability and talk to people about what I'm going through. And similarly, if you have the same thing, you have to be able to talk about it. And I was talking to my class last night, and they were all like, they were all struggling, and I was like, you have to tell me you're struggling and ask for help, and it takes courage to ask for help. But you know what? But it's also a strength. It's a strength to be willing to ask for help for the things you're going through or you're struggling with, because most of us have this too, and most of us are willing to talk about it because we'd rather just say, well, school's going bad, so at least I can work out and have my friends, or oh gosh, work sucks, I feel stuck, but at least I have my family, or having trouble with my family or my friends, but thank goodness I have yoga or fitness. You shouldn't settle for fulfillment being bad in some of the areas of your life. You should try to maximize fulfillment in all areas of your life. Don't just settle. Try to work on fulfillment in all those areas. So yes, accountability is so important. And again, I'm here to make myself accountable. I want to help you be accountable. If you're willing to talk about it and you want to share what you're struggling with, what you're talking about, like, I'll be here every day. I'm going to try to post every day now at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can join me. You can share your comments and share your questions on things you want to talk about, or questions you want me to answer or want me to address. I will totally do that. I'm really, really excited about doing that. And that's a great idea. When it comes to food, eat what you want, but you have to cook it. Sure. Although I'm a pretty good cook, and I cook some pretty bad stuff, so that might not work for me. The number one thing for me from the food standpoint is having a plan. If I don't have a plan, I'll resort to the stuff that's easy to do or bad to do. Having a plan is the first step. Talking about it is the second step to building a mindset and building the best practices to work for me. Same, and for whatever, and whether you're trying to study for the GMAT or the LSAT or the SAT, or they're trying to get fit and work out, you're trying to lose weight, you're trying to work on your, organizational skills, or whatever it is you're trying to do, having a plan and talking about it and be willing to embrace the fact that this is what I'm struggling with and talking about it openly with your network is going to be far more greater help for you than anything else you're going to do. Because when you start doing that, you're more willing to make a plan. The people I talk to that don't want to talk about it and want to keep it private, they don't, not only do they not want to talk about it, they don't even want to talk about what's the plan or what's the insights or what's the reflection. You have to start talking about these things. And if you were willing to talk about the things you're struggling with, you're going to have a better chance to get over that struggle. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed this. If you like it, again, like, comment, heart, give me some stuff, share the love, share this with other people. I'll be here every day. I'll see you again tomorrow around 5 o'clock. And you can watch for this on YouTube as well. All right? Have yourself an amazing day, and I'll see you later.